Hi, I am Dr. Andrea Labuti, and I am going to answer, how can I learn about floor time session? So I'm going to paint a picture for you. This was an experience that I had with my son. So I'm sitting on the floor of my son's therapy room. I've been homeschooling him for several years, and I'm about to begin a session. I've got this neon pink hat, and my face is painted with very bright, colorful paint. I have to admit, I look really interesting. So my son with autism is busy in one corner of the room. He's dropping books over and over, and he's getting really close to the floor and listening to the sound that they make. So I move over to join him with my own stack of books. I drop each book over and over, and from time to time I glance over to see how he's doing. He glances at me for just a moment. I thank him and I celebrate his interest in a gentle and heartfelt way. I am truly grateful that he has shown interest in what I'm doing. Not because I forced him to look at me, but because he chose to look at me. Now, I always believe that it's better to connect with my son on his terms, when he is ready and willing, not by forcing him to conform to some normal behavior. And I also believe that it was my job to give him a reason to want to connect with me. In fact, that belief is one of the most powerful approaches that a parent and teacher can take in interacting with a person with autism. I mean, heck, it's, common sense. Anybody would want to interact with you if you're, giving them a reason to want to connect. So how do we do that? We respect the individual. We appreciate where they are in their journey. We encourage their strengths. That is super important. Focus on the strengths, folks, not the deficits. And we create an environment that encourages them to be themselves, to let them know that it is okay that they are who they are at that moment in time. That doesn't mean we stop wanting them to grow, but we approach them in the most respectful, loving, compassionate, and fun way. So floor time is very similar to the program that I ran with my son, which was called the Sunrise Program. I ran the program for 4 years at home. And when I did send him back to school, when I found an absolutely amazing school for him, he was so happy and well-adjusted. And I attribute that all to this loving, compassionate, respectful approach that we took in his homeschool program. So the 3 main principles of floor time are, number 1, follow the child's lead, join their world, harness motivation, and help the child feel more in control. Number 2, challenge the child to move up the developmental ladder, helping with social problem solving and thinking, and teaching to tolerate stress and frustration. And the 3rd principle is expanding to encourage creativity, abstract thinking, and understanding dynamic patterns, but all without taking control over the child. Child-centered approach, very child-centered approach. And most importantly, the basis for these programs is give the child a reason to want to connect with you. YouTube has some amazing footage of floor time and the Sunrise programs. I highly recommend both of these methods. They are by far the most loving and effective therapies for an individual with autism. So I am here because I want to change what the world believes about autism. Jump on over to my website, AndreaLabuti.com, which is AndreaLabutti.com, where I share more inspiring stories and new ways to look at autism. Thanks for listening, and I hope that helps.